Hi everybody, welcome back to our Trico Pigmentation channel. I'm joined today by Peter Johannou, who's one of the UK's leading specialists in the service. I'm not too sure whether you've had the opportunity to see any more of our videos, but we did a great one last month, which was a really nice introduction to what Trico Pigmentation is, and we went through some really good answers and spent some time together. Today's video is going to be a little bit more specialist. So what we are specialising in today, we actually have Tony, another gentleman who had the treatment just over a year ago, I think it was.
About 16 months ago.
Yeah. So if you've had a chance to do a little bit of research on Trico Pigmentation, you'll know that after a year, 18 months or so, it's part of the procedure is to come back for a top-up. So this is a little bit more of a specialist video. I'm going to ask Tony some questions. We've got some basic questions that a lot of other people get in contact with, kind of surrounding not just Trico Pigmentation in general, but kind of the questions that you have kind of a year on as well. You know, it's quite an expensive procedure and you want to know that you're going to get long-term, especially medium to long-term results. So we're going to spend a little bit of time with Tony in a little while, but first, obviously, let's just have a little quick chat about the top-up procedure. I know we've mentioned it before, but for guys who haven't seen that video. And so what is the Trico Pigmentation procedure?
Yeah, so what we do is we use a semi-permanent pigment. The reason for this is that we want it to naturally fade over time. If we use something that was more permanent, it might discolour and it might start turning bluey, grey kind of colour. With this pigment, it naturally fades out a little bit. When you see it start to fade out, then we recommend coming in just for one session, because normally it might be 2-3 sessions, but it just requires one session every 14 to 18, 20 months or so, and we'll just go over it and freshen it up.
In terms of the package, when you have the introductory package, is the cost of the top-up included in the general, or is there a certain cost as well included?
There is a cost involved, but because we're doing one session, it's 1/4 of what you originally paid.
Okay, you're paying for the initial treatment at the start and then kind of topping it up of 25% every year or 18 months.
Yeah. Fantastic. Sometimes it might be a bit longer.
Yeah.
Sometimes a little bit short. Depends on the skin, really.
Yeah. How long does the typical treatment take for a top-up?
So it depends really. Again, whether you're going for the buzz cut shaped effect, or whether you've just got a small area on the crown to top up. But it could be from 2 to 4 hours. So
that's brilliant. So what we're going to do today is we're going to get some really good shots as well, because I think the video we did before, me and you were talking a lot, kind of introducing everybody to Trico Pigmentation. But what we're going to do in today's video is I definitely want to get some up-close personal shots of kind of you in action, see exactly what you're going to go through and what's going to happen. So I'll let you, I'm not going to take any more of your time because I know you're getting set up. Okay. So let's get rock and rolling, let's get into it. So proceed.
Tony's got very light skin.
Okay.
So I'm going to use a light mix.
Okay.
And very gentle dots as well.
Yeah. So kind of in terms of the colours that you're able to reach, just in general anyway, you get a good, depending on the strength of the pigments, you have a wide variety of hair colours that you can you can cater for.
Basically, there's not a colour for like a red head.
Oh, okay.
And also, obviously, if somebody's got white hair, you wouldn't be able to do it either. The only way you could do it if somebody had white hair would be to shave all the hair off completely with a razor, and then I would do the whole head.
So someone booking in with yourself, because obviously I know you've got a team, if they have the initial treatment with yourself, will it be you as well who does the top up as well? Yeah.
I will do the consultation.
Okay. So
I will do the top up.
Yeah. Okay, that's fantastic. 'Cause I mean, I've known of some stories where, you know, you have consultation with one person and then you go and see the main treatment there, and then the top up elsewhere is with someone else. So it's kind of, I guess it's nice that the whole process is just from start to finish, you know.
I keep a record from last time, so I know what I used last time.
Yep.
And then I can see how it's changed over time.
Oh, perfect.
So I can match it in nicely.
Yeah.
I suffer from like psoriasis on my skin, which again, if I had the FTE done, would probably interfere with the recovery process.
Yeah.
So this was kind of a win-win.
Overall, you're generally very happy to it.
Yeah, very happy.
And would you recommend it to other people as well?
Yeah, I have done it.
Really? Fantastic.
So what we'll do is what we did before, Tony. I'll just do a little test area, and from this I can see I'm happy with the colour, the size of the dot. As I said, we're going to go for really fine dots.
Okay.
Just to kind of freshen it all up a little bit.
So Peter's going to start the procedure, which is kind of did you say, kind of two to 3 hour procedure generally, but kind of changes from, you know, from case to case.
So with Tony's, I've looked at it, but I can still see that the dots, some of them really, as if they were done yesterday, they look really fresh.
Yep.
Some of them have faded a bit more. So I will just go through it with my eye and just look where I feel it needs strengthening. And so what we do, the first section is just a little test area to make sure I'm happy with the colour and also with the size of the dots.
Mm-hmm.
So I've done a little test area here, and then I'm just checking in now to see how large the dots are and the colour, and I can just see that they're a great little size actually. They're just ever so slight, and the colour's good. So I'll leave that for a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to proceed.
So you're happy with the colour and you're happy with how the skin's taken.
Yeah.
Do you ever get a scenario where, you know, for the second time around a year later, does the skin react any differently, or generally if
It's the same.
Yeah.
I know my clients, and I know from experience,
Yeah.
how red or how not red they get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's lovely. So I'm going to leave you now. I'm not going to take up any more of your time. Tony, thank you so much for answering our questions, mate. So yeah, I'm going to pop back in a couple of hours, see how it's all getting on, and then also share some before and after photos as well. So I'll let you get on with it, and I'll see you soon. So you're now using a specialist shampoo for the Trico.
Yeah. It's a Trico shampoo.
Yep.
Basically, it's a very, very mild shampoo.
Yep.
And I'm just gently loosening the colour.
Yep.
I'm going to rinse it all off. You'll notice that Tony's skin will be quite white initially.
Yep.
Because what we do after we do the Trico with a needle and the ink,
Yep.
we lock it in with a cooling lotion, which actually has got a slight anaesthetic in it as well.
Okay.
This locks the colour in.
Okay.
This will make your scalp a little bit white.
You can see that the definition has come back as well. The top up already straight away.
Yeah.
So how's your scalp feeling now, Tony? Is it?
Fine.
Yeah, absolutely. Just normal.
Just normal, yeah.
Wonderful.
You'll notice it's got my little white areas, but that will just go down soon. Yeah. The beauty about when you see it like a year later, you know, you can just strengthen it a little bit, touch it up a little bit. So in Tony's case, I just made it a little bit stronger through here because it seemed to have faded a little bit.
Yeah.
And you can just notice when you come up the tiny little dots.
Yeah.
It's quite remarkable, really, isn't it? It really is.
Yeah, isn't it? So subtle.
Yeah. I mean, that's a HD camera that we've just zoomed in on, and you can go right the way in, and even with that, it just looks like a hair follicle, a short hair follicle. So, Peter, would you always advise for someone who's had the initial treatment to always come back to see yourself rather than, you know, if someone's travelled far, to go to another specialist as well, or?
Yeah, because it's good because I've got the records as well. I can see exactly what I did last time.
Yep.
And just keep it similar colours, similar size. The needle is going to be really fine.
Yep.
So it will just blend in.
My point of view, probably it kind of instills more confidence in me to come back as well, because you kind of build up a trust with the person who's doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what
you know what you're
done.
getting. Yeah.
And Tony, how do you feel the fact that it's obviously semi-permanent? Now, obviously, in the long run, it might work out a little bit more expensive. But in terms of the fact that it's not permanent, does that give you more confidence?
Well, for me, the fact that my hair is grey, it would look odd if in, say, 5 years' time, that it was permanent. It would be so dark, and then I'd have nothing on the sides. It would look weird. So at least then you have the option whether you continue with it or you just let it gradually fade.
Yeah. Wonderful. So that concludes today's Tricopigmentation video. Thank you so much for Tony for taking the time and being a part of the video, really, and our journey really as a channel. We've got lots more videos coming around the whole process of Tricopigmentation. A lot of time spent obviously with Peter Johannou as well. As if you're not familiar with him, he is one of the UK's leading specialists in Tricopigmentation. We've got lots more videos coming, and they're on the way. The interest for this whole treatment really is going through the roof. It's fantastic. And it's very much, I think, after we've had discussions and chatted to everyone, it's very much a visual thing. You can write so much down, or you can show so many pictures, but I think the videos that we're creating are really giving men the encouragement to explore it, which is fantastic news. So Tony, thank you so much for just giving us the time and letting us just enjoy your treatment, really. So this is the 1 year top-up. This is the kind of procedures that you're going to go through after coming to visit Peter after having the initial treatment a year to 18 months ago. So Tony, thank you so much for your time. Take care.